Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Back to pass. It's Carr. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there. Important second down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Carr. The pocket breaking down. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Touchdown, Irish. They draw first blood in this national title game. national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
That makes the score Notre Dame 7, Michigan 0.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. The back's got it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Moves out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Sure hands. It's Marsh. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the 1st half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Looking to chuck it again. That's real wind. It's Marsh. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, give him the ball.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Motion now from the tight end. There's the handoff. 1st down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's got the first and still going. He's stopping out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Back to throw. It's Carr. The pass rush closing in. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after this sack that they'd given up, but here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
On the move now, and he slings it deep back to the left side. The pass is intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Quick throw over the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. We are deadlocked in the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Dropping back, it's Carr. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
He hands it off from the gun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Let's it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Second down play coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Quick completion to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Notre Dame looking to convert on 4th down here. Ball handed to the running back. Who's in the clear? They finally stop it all the way down to the 6-yard line.
How about that, Chris? 4th down and 1. You're expecting carnage at the line of scrimmage with a bunch of bodies, and instead, this back's able to bust through there and pick up huge yards.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Here's a handoff, testing the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Picks up 9. Third down coming up.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm that, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I think we're starting to kind of see.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's 3rd and goal. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They'll try to punch it in again. 3rd and goal for 1. They'll try to run this one in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. But there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that's about. The roughing the kicker penalty has given this offense a chance to punch it in. Let's see if they can take advantage. And they're trying to punch it in here. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the touchdown taken off the board by the penalty, and they'll back them up. That stings. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. To throw, it's Carr. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings it down at the 26. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Second down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble now. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The shotgun running play call. And that one produces a decent gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. Close to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong gain by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Then it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And the tailback's got it again. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Caught for the completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Handing off on the draw play. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Who's says you need explosive plays, Kirk. That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Michigan 14.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Going to try to use his legs here. Running with purpose. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Play action here on first down. Nice grab. It's Marsh. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Second down play coming up for this offense. A play action, looking to throw. Fires it down the right side. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. Too much speed for the defense.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. To throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. He dumps it off to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to throw it deep. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after the interception. Defense makes a huge play here in this close game.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Over the middle, it's Singleton. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
1st down and 10 now. He's looking to throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down and goal upcoming. And now the handoff. He busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Other returner lost the ball. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. The ball is loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. So on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Trying to find room. It's Young. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, in a big one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They finish off the scoring drive.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point splits the uprights. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So they don't let the ball travel 10 yards before touching it. It could be a crucial mistake as they try to come back here in the fourth quarter. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Grinding away with a running game. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Going with the old counter run here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. The receiver makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. They do it for a second time. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Toss play to the outside. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Hey, let's face it, this aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this first down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. What a grab by the freshman. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. Second down now.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of...
Looking to make a big play downfield. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. He could go. He steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
A gain sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
And that sets up a return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Looking for a late, deep throw. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
On first down, it's play action. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion. The game is clearly wrapped up. The offense looking to run it in here in the final minute. The defense showing blitz here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
To the air, it's Carr. Finds an open target on the left side. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The return man is brought down, and that makes it official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Same mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.